this is Maggie Reese.
And I'm John McManamy.
And we're coming to you from outside the shack again today.
Well, why can't we be inside the shack, Maggie?
Well, today in San Diego, we don't have much sunshine. It's coming this weekend, and we're all going to die of the heat because it's going to be 88, and that's way too much for us.
Right.
But today it's like 65, and we got to have some light, so we're outside.
Okay, we're bringers of light.
We're the bringers of light. That's right.
And we're the enlightened, right?
We're the enlightened people that are going to enlighten you.
Exactly, because we want you all to be experts here.
That's right, right. We don't want to keep this awesome knowledge for ourselves. We want to help you guys out there. So.
Okay, and we want you guys to help us out too. So, if you got any comments,
yes,
YouTube or to email us, we'll flash all that information. Because we're all in the same boat together.
Yeah, totally. We're all on the journey together to help each other, because otherwise, how are we going to get through this awful illness?
I want to tap into your wisdom today, Maggie.
All right, tap in.
So what we have is our little Maggie. Is this a jar or a vase?
This is like some cute thing that one of my friends gave me, and I was like, oh, I like the color.
Okay, so this is a Maggie cute thing, and it's got some special Maggie questions in it where we're going to access Maggie's knowledge here.
I know, this brain. Okay, let's do another one.
Okay, I'll do another. This time I'll take one off the bottom. Okay.
Yay.
Yay for the bottom. It's the last shall be first and all of that. Okay. So it says, what is the hardest part of being a mom with bipolar?
Oh yeah, this is.
Wow. Yeah. Can you narrow this down to 100?
I know. For me, okay, I think it's just managing bipolar by itself is massively hard, just by itself. If you don't have a relationship and all those other things, if you were just by yourself dealing with bipolar, that in itself is insane, right?
Yes.
Because it's a daily struggle. I try to tell people that all the time, that it's daily. It does not go away.
It doesn't let up.
It doesn't let up.
Yeah. Even if you're not depressed, even if you're not manic.
Yes. It doesn't go away in here.
All this stuff in the middle. There's still all this crap you're dealing with.
There's too much stuff up here. There's this anxiety here, and people say, "Well, Maggie, you look so great." I'm like, no.
Maggie is good at faking me out. She's part of my bipolar cool kids network. And I'll say, Maggie, you really fooled me. You're looking great.
Yeah, you're looking great, but inside, I am not feeling great on a daily basis.
Right.
So then you add a child to the mix, and it's up to you to feed this child, to get this child to all these activities and school, and it is so difficult. And when your child gets sick, I mean, then the stress that you're now taking care of a sick child, or all those things, the stresses, even taking my child to a birthday, it sets this stress off, so people don't think about as your baby gets older, there's stress in different ways. So
well the child will create stress because
it's so hard.
Because she'll want to wear something to a birthday party, and you may have to get in an argument over what she's going to wear to a birthday party. Right.
Oh yeah. There's so many little things. So I don't know if I could answer the question there's what is the hardest part, because there's so many different hard parts of.
Yeah.
And I have to breathe. There's so many times
where. Okay. Well, the kid will make unreasonable demands. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you handle a kid making an unreasonable demand? And it may seem perfectly reasonable to the kid. She may want her to wear her cool kid top, and you may think that cool kid top is not appropriate.
This does happen. The very thing you're talking about. She's 9 now, and she is trying to push my buttons right now, and I'll be like, Allie, you cannot wear that. I said no. No means no, and then she presses again, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to walk away right now, and if you come out with that, then we're going to Dad. So right now that's working. Thank goodness I have Matt. Because I don't know, if you're a single parent, I'm sure that's got to be really, really hard. But for right now, I've got another person helping me on manage that, because she knows when if I say, okay, this is setting me off, she knows what setting me off means. Because my daughter knows what bipolar is. She's known what it means since she was 4.
Oh, okay. So this is a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with the bipolar thing with a kid? I mean, because I mean, it's important that families do discuss this.
It is. I tell people all the time, do not keep the illness from your child. Teach them about it.
Okay.
The more you tell the truth, the more it will set you free. It'll set your kids free, your spouse, all of that, your friends. If you keep it to yourself, what good is that going to help? So when you're having a bad time, you're nobody knows why you're having a bad time, right? You're just keeping a secret. And I am able to say, Allison, Mom's having a really bad day, and you're going to have to go get cereal by yourself, and you're going to have to feed yourself right now. I'm out. So she knows I'm out. That's one of my key things at home. When I say I'm out, she's got to figure out how to survive. And it's she's so, you know what, it's cool though, she's so independent. I'm not a helicopter mom at all.
And we talked about that in one of our videos.
Yeah, she's got to figure things out.
We can't be a helicopter mom. We've got to give kids responsibility. We've got to give them independence. Yeah. Otherwise...
Yeah. And what does it really help when you think about it? When you coddle your kid, that doesn't help out.
No, and if they're so dependent on you, and then if life gets too much for you and you got to say, Allison, I'm out.
Yeah.
If they've got a dependency mindset, they're
not going to get that, whatever it is, that job, or they're not going to go for that, important thing. They're just going to be like, oh, I can't do it.
So she can actually step up.
Yeah, she can totally step up. And I've seen it. Her teachers come to me and they're like, man, Allie's just so on her own. How did you do that? And I'm like, well, she had to.
Right? I think my daughter had to too.
Yeah. And I mean, and I'm sure it's hard on them too.
Yes.
Of course. I'm not saying, it's easy for kids with parents with bipolar and things like that.
Oh, no.
But Allie has got strength that I have not seen in other kids. That's different.
That is
really
totally
neat.
Amazing.
Like we were at softball all last weekend, this softball tournament, and
I saw those pictures.
Yes,
on Facebook.
yes.
Yeah. Geez.
And Allie, she was just fierce out there, and she wants to be the pitcher. I did not tell her.
You could tell in those pictures that she's the team leader. You can spot it.
And she wants to do it, and the whole game is depending on her. If she starts walking people, of course we're going to lose. If she starts striking them out, we're going to win. There's parents yelling, and these days in sports, parents are a little out of control.
Oh,
I'm not one of those.
Right.
I'm the exact opposite. I stay quiet.
Well, this is so super cool. Because,
yes, I stay quiet.
Because the common conception is, and it's even within our own bipolar community, that we're always the ones out of control.
Yeah, I don't.
But because we've learned so many coping skills, often we can be in more control.
Yeah.
Than the so-called normal ones.
I know, yeah, the normal
let's not
ones
put ourselves
were like
down.
Screaming at my daughter, and I was just quiet, and she finished off the game, and they won, and they got to go to the next one, and I'm like, Allie, do you want Mom to pull you out? I can get you out of there. You don't have to pitch. She's all, Mom, I like this. And I feel like she's gotten this toughness because of all her stuff at home. She's just tough, and she likes it.
Wow.
So, more power to her, right?
That's a great story.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get one more.
One more.
We got room for one more. Okay.
One more.
I'll grab this one. And, okay. Oh, this is, okay. Wow. Lavender.
Just lavender.
Lavender.
And as you can see, we are in the middle of lavender. There's lavender all around us right now, and all
beautiful.
The trees.
And you can just smell it.
And it's lavender soothing. Yes.
Yes.
And
it. Don't they have that in like yoga studios?
Oh yeah, there's the yoga studios
and lavender scented this. And
yes, right. Yeah. And it's supposed to just relax.
Like they have eye packs or something with lavender.
I mean, it's just so awesome, and it's beautiful, and
oh my God!
I know. I dry these out, and then I put them in little bags, and I actually I'll put them on my eyes, like you can make packs, and it's just relaxing. And when I was in Italy, there was just fields of lavender, and in France as well. I was like, you know what? I really want to put that in my yard. And my mother was the same way when my mom went to
Look, and the bees like it
Oh,
too.
the bees are on there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, so even if you're somewhere where, I don't know, maybe you can't put a bunch of lavender in your yard, you could always get one plant.
Yeah, do you have any theories on that? Like, okay, that's what I was about to ask.
I don't
Is
know.
it relaxing, or it can also be energizing?
Energizing. It can be calming. I put it in my house in vases, and people walk in and they're like, "Oh my goodness!" And you could just see them go, "Oh," it's just.
Yeah, and I think actually
what would you say there? Like, what's it doing for the brain?
It's got to be doing something.
Yeah.
We don't focus enough on smells in our houses.
Right.
I wrote an article way back, how having about depression proofing your house. Having the right kinds of colors on the walls, pictures.
Oh, yes.
And
so true.
and since we're part of it, if you've got some good food cooking, those scents will permeate the house.
Yes. Because with bipolar, I don't know what the nerd terms are, but what
the nerd terms.
I feel like our noses are more sensitive to taste and smell and hearing. All these things are like overload, right? Is there something there?
Well, it's funny because those olfactory senses. I mean, they're right, right in here someplace.
Right.
It's not as prominent as like dogs.
Right.
But it is one area, two areas in the brain where brain cells grow. The hippocampus involved in memory is one, and the olfactory.
See, those are two words I don't know.
Right. Ol and factory. Yeah. So, we are sensitive to scents.
Yeah.
And I think we associate scents with happy things. In fact, the word disgust.
Okay.
It literally comes from, an aversion to things like dead fish. And then we associate disgust with other things, like disgust with this politician or disgust with people who
bad taste, bad smell. Ugh.
Yeah. And it becomes embedded in the brain. So I think smells are part of it. So we've got a nice association with lavender. So why not have it around in your environment along with other smells you got association? Sometimes if I want to make the house smell good real fast, I'll just heat up a little cinnamon in a saucepan, and it smells like an apple pie baking in there.
Oh yeah, instant like when they're trying to sell a house, don't they bake apple pie?
They bake an apple pie,
Or they throw the cookies in the oven, and then people are like, "Oh, I feel like home. I feel relaxed."
Yeah.
All that stuff.
So if you can have things like scents like lavender around you, this isn't some new age airy fairy stuff.
It's simple.
It's simple. It's just a very simple technique, and it's not a surefire cure against depression or bipolar. Nothing is, but if you can make life more pleasant for yourself, Maggie has done it in a very simple way by just growing lavender. Hey, sometimes it is that simple.
That's right. Cheers to that. High
Cheers.
five.
High five. Okay.
Well, you guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and
I'll promote your book here.
Okay, we'll promote each other's books.
Yeah.
And this one's Not Just Up and Down with John McManamy's book. And
this is Maggie, and it has all her great wisdom derived from when she had a bipolar manic episode at age 19.
Yeah.
And her next book, this is Runaway Mind. Her next one's going to be Runaway Mom, and her adventures as a runaway mom.
Yes, and John's got all kinds of interesting details about bipolar in this book, and information and other stories from other authors as well.
Including yours truly, Maggie.
Yes, including I'm in there.
Most awesome.
Gotta check it out.
Okay.
Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day, and get some lavender.
Lavender. Woo.
All right.
Wow. Lavender.